The next article is an editorial which takes us through India's renewable energy ambitions and then points out four elementary flaws in the process. So, India has set up a 175 gigawatt renewable energy target to be achieved by 2022. Recently, it announced a target of 450 gigawatts by 2030. Also, Mukesh Ambani has recently announced rupees 75,000 crore investment in clean energy. Initiatives of India, like the International Solar Alliance, have won global appreciation. But these facts and figures hide some crucial elementary flaws in India's renewable energy programs. The first issue cited by the editorial is that while substantially increasing the renewable energy share, India is also expanding the fossil fuel extraction and its use. In the pandemic times, India auctioned some 60 new coal mining blocks and several new thermal power stations are being considered. Some of these are even in the biodiverse forest of the central India. This is a news grab from June 18, 2020, which talks about the same point. Thus, overall carbon impact will keep going up even as the share of renewable energy rises. Although the investment in public transport has been increased in Budget 2021, there is no discouragement provided to the private car holders. The second issue is that India includes mega hydropower projects in its renewable energy programs, despite the ecological and social implications. The recent floods and landslides of Uttarakhand are the evidences how devastating it could turn out to be if the ecological balance is not maintained. The third issue pointed out in the article is that the renewable energy production model in India is mostly mega park type. These projects have serious ecological and social impacts. About 60,000 hectares of Kutch's ecologically fragile grassland desert ecosystem have been allotted to energy megaparks. The target of 100 gigawatt solar energy by 2022 also includes 40 gigawatt rooftop solar, but it has been poorly executed. On the other hand, the Delhi government has installed rooftop solar devices in 150 government schools, saving 8.8 crore and also earning 8.5 crore by selling the power to the grid. The last issue pointed out in the article is that even if we shift to electric vehicles, the increased demand for a constant and high supply of electricity to charge these vehicles and keep them up and running will force us to opt for fossil generated electricity, thus defeating the purpose of shifting to electric automobiles. The article also mentions certain remedies like improved solar rooftop installation in government schools, colleges, offices, and other public spaces. The article points out that consumer behavior should be shaped by coercing or incentivizing them to become less wasteful and more sustainable in their choices. The article gives the example of the architecture of schools and buildings made by the Sekmol group in Ladakh and Kutch that have dramatically reduced the electricity use. The net zero carbon targets should not be the center of our efforts, rather, sustainable shift towards renewable energy should be the motive.